In today's video, we got the feds arrest NBA players and Mafia players for scamming fans. Let's do it.
What's poppin', y'all? I know all of y'all that be involved in that, throwing money on sports.
Don't even get me started, fool. I done lost so much motherfucking bread, bro. It don't make no goddamn sense. And these motherfuckers been sitting here finessing me. I want my bread back. No bullshit.
Are either ecstatic today or enraged with the money that you have lost or may have been losing.
I'm furious, motherfucker. Them parlays was decent as hell.
And it's no fault of your own because the feds, the FBI, they arrested, can you believe they arrested Chauncey Billups, part of that legendary championship squad on the Detroit Pistons? But FBI Director Kash Patel, they investigated and just arrested a bunch of people involved with damn near what looks like a racket. I'm going to play you guys the clip right now.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know, this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years.
Y'all hear that? They've been finessing us for years, bro. Chauncey Billups is a coach. I want all my money back on FanDuel, Bovada, Prospects. Give me all my bread back, gang. I want everything back because y'all don't understand the research and the time and investment it took for me to put into these motherfucking parlays, gang. All these parlays? Y'all been finessing me? Nigga, I thought I sucked.
The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case.
Right.
So in this tweet by Joe Pompliano, he says the FBI is holding a press conference right now on the details around this morning's sports gambling bust. Here are some of the highlights. Current and former NBA players and coaches Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and Damon Jones have been arrested. This was an illegal gambling and sports rigging operation that spanned years across 11 states. The case involves La Cosa Nostra, the Italian mafia. I didn't even know this still existed.
But my thing is this. As an NBA player, why do y'all risk everything y'all worked hard for a couple extra $100,000? Nigga, you're making damn near $500,000 a game, bro. Terry Rozier, he got a $90 million contract. He's making $325,000 a game. Ain't that fucking stupid?
I mean, people talk. We've seen more members or former members on Vlad TV than I know. Vlad's already making some phone calls of anybody associated with this trying to get some information. Charges include illegal gambling, wire fraud, and extortion. There are two separate indictments. This is very important. The first involves 6 defendants accused of participating in a sports corruption scheme that exploited insider information involving NBA players and teams. The defendants leveraged their connections to place prop bets based on confidential insider information, winning tens of thousands of dollars per bet. The second indictment involves 31 defendants charged with participating in a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games. The FBI says they used high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed. But there are 3 overlapping defendants, including former NBA player and coach Damon Jones. So these people, they already got bread in their career and they still want to steal.
It's all greed, bro.
The FBI says that NBA player Terry Rozier told the defendants that he was going to leave a game early on March 23rd, 2023 with an injury. That type of information is not privy to the public that are betting. The defendants then placed more than $200,000 worth of wagers on the unders for his prop bets. Those bets paid out tens of thousands of dollars in profits, and the defendants and Rozier counted the money at his house. Well, clearly he's been accused of wrongdoing now because there's charges. Right. So that's another development here as well. So this game was very, very odd. Now, fans started posting clips of Terry Rozier playing terribly in another game. That was not the game that they were talking about on March.
Ain't no fucking way you just threw the ball just mysteriously to fucking Donovan Mitchell. That nigga is guilty. Send his ass to the pen with Debo.
But I'm going to play you guys some clips from that.
And the meter's still running, which is, I don't know, and still going. Oh, Rozier.
Bro, he's not even a good actor, bro. Like, you can't act for shit, bro. Like, yeah, bro, get him up out of here. Send him to the Booty Bandit.
Turn it over again. Having a tough night. And the 3, they got to get busy. Rozier with a 9-1-1 comes up short.
Do y'all think he was doing this to have the money, or do y'all think he was doing this because one of his family members was in too deep with the mob and they needed the bread? What do y'all think?
So who's to say, like, you see plays like this and you're like, what the hell's going on here? The FBI says that former Raptors player Jontay Porter was threatened to participate in the sports gambling scheme because of his gambling debts.
I knew it, because of debts.
That were bet on during the sports gambling scheme include the Charlotte Hornets, Portland Trail Blazers, LA Lakers, and the Toronto Raptors. The rigged poker games occurred in the Hamptons, Miami, Las Vegas, and Manhattan. The poker scheme targeted victims who were lured to participate in rigged poker games by the chance to play alongside former professional athletes. These athletes included Chauncey Billups and Damon Jones.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking that they did, and maybe y'all can question me if I'm wrong. These players, they play poker, right? So when they go to these rings, they get invited to these professional poker games. Whole time, these motherfuckers is rigged. They get in debt to some of these people. Now they have to find a way to pay them back, and they be like, hey, we got a solution for you. You rig these games, and your debt is clear. I just solved it myself.
FBI says that the defendants utilized altered shuffling machines to read the cards in the deck and then relayed that information to an off-site operator. The off-site operator, known as the quarterback, then sent that information to someone at the table. The FBI also says that the defendants utilized other cheating technologies, including poker chip trays that read cards through hidden cameras, special contact lenses and glasses that could read marked cards, and X-ray poker tables that could read cards face down.
Bro, there's a movie. I'm going to find the movie and let y'all know, but this movie is about a guy who ends up getting this phone, and this phone predicts and tells him everything that's about to happen in the casino, and he wins like millions, and he's on the run from the cops and shit. Y'all got to check it out. I'll find it.
It seems like the Mafia, even with new levels of technology, they decided to adapt with the technology. Said, yo, why are we catching bodies out here in the streets? Why are we doing all of this? Yo, get the tech in here and let's start finessing. The FBI says that the defendants robbed a victim at gunpoint to acquire a rigged shuffling machine. So they're even robbing people for these machines. The sports gambling investigation is called Operation Nothing But Net, while the poker investigation is called Operation Royal Flush. The FBI has been working on this investigation for 4 years, with victims losing at least $7 million. One specific victim lost at least $1.8 million, and the FBI reviewed thousands of hours of video evidence and executed more than 24 search warrants. These are just accusations at this point. But at 6 a.m. this morning, they called to tell me FBI agents were trying to arrest him in a hotel. It's unfortunate that instead of allowing him to self-surrender, they opted for a photo op. They wanted the misplaced glory of embarrassing a professional athlete with a perp walk. That tells you a lot about the motivations in this case.
No, he did that shit, and what they're trying to do is make a point to the rest of these athletes across all leagues. Do not fuck around. Simple.
Terry was cleared by the NBA, and these prosecutors revived that non-case. Terry is not a gambler, but he is not afraid of a fight, and he looks forward to winning this fight. The U.S. attorney said, one of the most brazen sports corruption schemes since online sports betting became widely legalized in the United States. This scheme is an insider sports betting conspiracy that exploited confidential information about the NBA athletes and teams. When there's bread on the line, when there's some sort of risk based on a performance, it makes the game, the fight, anything that you may be watching, the sports, so much more enjoyable. And
it definitely does. And when you play basketball and you know the game, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you're supposed to be winning. And some of the games that I lost, bro, it just don't make sense. That's why I don't bet on overseas games no more, because it's so easy to rig them. I've been taking a break for 2 weeks, though. Clap it up for me.
Just high stakes. Like, it's exciting. Even though I don't participate in it, I understand it for sure. And to see these guys allegedly using their connection, like private knowledge, to make disgusting bags of bread on top of this guy, Chauncey Billups, is an NBA coach, and he had a lucrative NBA career. Terry Rozier, he's an NBA player. But also, the thing that about like this underground, like betting and stuff like that, is how much of this is debts. But let's say Terry Rozier was like a gambling addict, right? And he's doing these underground gambling games that they accused Gilbert Arenas of hosting, things of that nature, and he's in huge debt.
How huge can you be? You have a $90 million contract. You can't be in no more debt than that, my nigga. You're making $325,000 a game. I did my homework on you. There's no way you can't pay that shit off.
Well, how is he going to pay off the debt? Does he want to pay it off with actual money that he earns? Or can he just throw a game that doesn't even matter for his career so that they can make bread off of it? and a bunch of people can make bread off of it, and then he handles his debt. And if he doesn't handle his debt, like they're saying that the mafia is involved, so there's physical danger to him and his family, you end up in a situation where it's like, yo, you're stuck. And it starts off with gambling debt. They were saying that Bruno Mars owned like 50 million plus to the casino. So he got a residency just so that he could pay off what he owed.
All right. I'm not that bad. This nigga said he owed 50 million. At some point, bro, you gotta chill, take a break, and then come back.
He spent the residency money or something. I don't know if there's any validity to that, but this gambling thing, people, it really, really drags people in and keeps them there. But the accusation that they're making, I want the papers to come out, the ones that fully describe the full details of what was going on. It's kind of like they gave an overview today, but I want to understand how, like, the machines that they have, the tech that they had here, it just seemed so unreal. Like, it was such a professional
I might need that type of technology. They said they was going to the machines, the little pull machines, and getting bread. Oh my gosh, y'all find me that technology? I'm just playing. Man, thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.